These are the best highlights from today's 2024 LCK Summer Split matchup.
Spotted, he goes for a quicker back and is going to look to actually head downwards on the map. As Showmaker steps forward, now he's just going to get flashed and comboed, and Showmaker gets dunked on by Owner here, first blood. Yeah, I mean, it's pushing into Faker, and he's just kept keeping it right there, and Carry is already up here, as is Kellen, as we might have a little bit of a skirmish for these grubs. Lucid just kind of watching for now. And actually the push from the top lane may favor DK here, so Kingen is going to come down as level 6 Renekton and try to bully and stake their claim over these grubs for now.
And honestly, Kingen's been having a great lane. He's up against Zeus. He's doing really well in this matchup so far, and the Renekton's so strong in these grub fights.
So they should know he's in the pit, but apparently they don't, as now Faker's got a flash and a double seismic shove comes in, but they get the knockaway on Kingen, and he is just out of the fight. So Kellen also in a lot of trouble as Zeus comes on down, and he is going to hop over to the Renekton and might just barely be able to survive here. Kingen, though, is knocked into the wall, and now there's a slicing maelstrom. Kingen doesn't have flash anymore. T1 converting a huge way on these grubs. Lucid is here hanging around, maybe looking to make a move at that dragon. As, okay, just going to dash over the rocks, and now Lucid's going to flash on in. Faker getting very low, trying to get Showmaker low and set up the kill here for Owner, which Owner will be able to lock that one down. And now these two junglers that don't do a lot of damage.
Oh, D+ is bot lane.
Yeah, the root comes in, and now D+ is bot lane gets there on time. Aiming gonna pick up double buff.
That's why
and
he's ulting. Picks up a shutdown on Owner. Zeus' ult in the 1v1. I mean, it didn't feel like T1 wanted to contest the dragon anyway, but without the cannonal, no shot, they're going to go for it.
Yeah, and the early Ocean is really going to help out in that matchup, especially for the Renekton.
You can see Kerry is nowhere near. It looks like he's potentially setting up a play onto Showmaker. T1 are just opting out. Considering the first big fight we saw in this game was so favored towards T1, D+ are doing a good job of navigating back into the game. Now the trade-off is going to lose some plates here. Kerry has moved down. He was spotted on a ward show. It was like 2 and 6 Renekton was last week. We've seen so many Renektons just get absolutely bodied in the 1v1. And Kingen's been having a fantastic game so far, matching up to Zeus in particular on this cannon.
Waiting for the E here from Zeus. There it is. Uh-oh, he does have flash, but I don't know if he gets away from this one. Not without his E and a Maokai ultimate coming in. I think Zeus is just going to be rooted and taken out as Kingen sets it up once again.
Beautiful patience, beautiful setup, and now Herald is for sure going to be D+'s.
Shin has a squad here. Owner's going to go for the helicopter and try to push them away, but a stun into the wall now, and Kellen, but they have to eat the MF ult. There's now another stun comes in from Keria, and down will go Kellen. Ton of damage was done. Meanwhile, Faker just taking a bottom turret, is going to get the first turret of the game, so that's a nice win for them. But Rift Herald and a turret on the top side for DK.
Yeah, so T1 managed to defend for now, but not for much longer.
Owner, yeah, he's going to flash away and barely get away from that one. Now Guma's going to have to abandon ship and just give up another turret to D+ Kia.
Yeah, even with that kill onto Kellen, still a humongous advantage for D+. They don't even need the Herald to get the tier 1 mid forwards, and Carrier's ult immediately follow is beautiful.
Okay, trying to go for a dive here on a Kingen. There are so many members on the top side of the map as Kingen barely going to go down. I almost left him alive there as Lucid, if he was a couple of seconds earlier, maybe he saves him.
He played, but Owner was spotted on a ward. Kingen should see this coming, and he will just clear the wave out.
He doesn't seem to care. He's just like, yeah, I can clear this and survive. Now he's just trying to run away. It is only Owner.
Yeah, he knows the wave gone. Faker can't get to him. Owner alone isn't enough, so doing a good job of playing defense. And on the other side, not only do D+ get Dragon, but they also throw the Herald down to help with that push. They may get a second charge on this if they really want to. Great job disengaging. Neiman actually waited a bit with his cleanse, and I feel like he baited Zeus into ulti.
Yeah.
So great mind games there. Does take a bit of damage, but he's got Bloodthirster. It doesn't matter. Kingen does have to flash the stun, but they're nowhere near getting the tower right now. D+ got the dragon on the bot side, got 2 towers. They are winning in this trade. If you've lost control of the area, it's going to be difficult to get it back.
Little engage Braum action here from Kellen, just trying to make some room as now a wall's going to happen as Keria gets very far ahead of his team, but already Kellen getting pretty low. It is going to be just a Maokai ultimate to disengage. Kellen has to flash away, but he gets hit by the 3rd bullet, and now we've got Owner right on top of him. Kellen is just dead, and Lucid might die too. He has to flash away. and he gets a disengaged cone and survives.
And unforced error from D+. There was no reason for Kellen to go for this, and now you've lost all bot lane sums. Zeus has flash ult and there's no exhaust.
They want to fight.
Cannot fight. There's no way. There's no way they should fight this.
Well, they're going to TP, and I mean, Owner has Hex Flash, and maybe he doesn't get it off, as, yeah, the stun will come in, and he's in a little bit of trouble. Now everybody on T1 is going to stay. The knockout comes in, but Kingin is a raid boss right now, and Faker's just going to Valkyrie over the wall. I don't know. Is it really even worth it to build the one?
There's a decent amount, you know, getting thrown about. It still gives a lot of health.
Yeah. They give you a shield as well.
Tank the saplings.
Sure. Now we are just trying to fight here for this one. Kingin is on the flank, and he is level 16. But the dodge from Lucid, he will not be denied from this pit. It just comes down to a flip, and it goes to Jin. It goes to Jin. How did he even get that? Did he just W it or just ult it? Maybe, I guess. And now DK are like, well, we'd really love to fight. Oh, that's a nice little knockback. Carry in a bit of trouble. Now Lucid looking for that frontline. Carry just has to go in, knows that he's going to be kited out once to get his team away, but Guma, you're going the wrong way. Okay, well, he's actually just going to run up through the top jungle and get away. I don't know about Zeus, though.
Zeus is...
He's buying time.
A tree in a hard place.
They're trying to, like, threaten Baron. That's not going to happen with 3 people. Okay, well, here comes King, and he's just going to flash on them. He's got aiming nearby, but King is just dead. And, yeah, Poppy's unkillable, so I don't know about this one. Kellen in a rough spot, but aiming running into 3 people, has to flash away and baits Kellen in as well. Aiming is just gonna die, as once again, D plus Kia dropped the ball. T1 immediately picked that one up.
This Baron, Showmaker and Lucid are there to defend, but it's 4v2. And with Carrier there, I'm not sure Lucid's going to get anywhere near.
Yeah, I mean, you just get stunned away. He does have flash, but yeah, there comes Carrier over the wall. There goes Owner as well, just zone them away, but no, he's not the pit! He went out of the pit, no way! And Lucid just going to come in and say, thank you very much, free Baron. I will take that 100% of the time.
Away. He doesn't have
They will know that he does not have that because he just maybe pulled back the game with it.
I probably imagine like 10 to 15 Maokai flash pings after that Baron. Maybe more.
And now Lucid is just getting engaged on. He might just die. He's gonna twist in advance, though. He's still alive. Gets his ult out, and they save Mr. President somehow. But Kellen and Lucid super low. Down will go Kellen. Faker just gonna, well, shoot him.
Like, he might be too late. They're already doing the dragon. They could just get this and get out.
Yeah, Lucid almost has his flash, but it's a little bit too late. He is in the pit. There. Okay, there's the ult. I was like, what?
And Kellen just single-handedly cost them the dragon by stepping up. That you have Warmogs, play for it. Runs it.
GOG Owner is his name from, well, he did leave the pit on the Baron, but I think he did everything else very well.
I can forgive
been relying on.
And now they're starting up. Lucid has flash.
Lucid is here.
Going 50-50 again. They're just gonna.
Okay, well, he dodged the ult. Oh, but the timing. They burst it down. T1 get away with the Baron.
Yeah, good coordination, and the timing is perfect because it's still a minute 15 till Dragon.
Jin's maybe just our best Jin in the LCK, as Lucid's just going to engage here on a Poppy. Nearly dies, but now the knockout, and Faker's just going to go down in the front line. Just get Seismic shoved into the team, and now Owner's got to back away. T1 can not fight over this one, and they had Baron. This feels like a game of volleyball. We're just booping the ball back and forth between the 2 teams.
Good catch, though, from D+ there. Dodges the engaged Rom. But the turret is definitely going to go down. And D+, just when it started to feel like the game was slipping away, they find their angle, they find their way back in. Now Showmaker threatening with a wall.
Yeah. He'll throw it up, and that should... Okay, we're just going to stun the front line here. Carry on a bit of trouble, but the Owner ult does come out, but it's not enough, as that only hit the Maokai. And yeah, they get another pick. So now DK, they've got a little snowball rolling here in mid, looking for this inhibitor at least, even into Baron. Not carrying with the man advantage, just able to push in and take mid inhibitor.
And you can see Guma looking for an angle there. With the rapid fire cannon, he could have done a ton of damage to aiming, but doesn't quite have it ready.
Yeah, I know, I think it's 4v4. So Showmaker did, okay, he got him, he did like 500 damage.
Engage Grom does something. Guma doesn't want to burn summoners there. He's like, I am not burning summoners to an engaged Grom. He refuses, nearly dies for it, and is so low now. The reset has to come in, but T1 are focused on, like, we don't care about Baron right now. We care about Soul, Dragon, and T1 trying to move in.
Yeah, we'll see how this one goes. We do have the Weaver's Wall up, and Owner's going to be on the opposite side of that. It's just going to be, taken down by DK, and now Carry is caught on the top side. Down will go the Leona, and they still have 2 minutes of Baron buff, plus Mountain Soul, plus 5v4. They're going to taxi this cannon minion in, and they will take this one down as, meanwhile, there's the engage, this time from the Maokai. Owner does get an ult away, and he is so tanky, but Faker will be the first one to go down, and Owner also very low. Lucid nearly loses his life, looking for that top turret right now, and they should be able to take down this inhibitor.
See, Owner nearly gets shredded there, but does just survive. So tanky, but Faker down. 5v4. Zeus needs a monster ult here if they're going to make their way into this game.
And he hasn't had a big opportunity. Now he's going to throw it in the exhaust immediately, and he just dies. He just pops like a balloon, and Guma desperate to do something in this game, but it's not going to happen. D plus Kia will finally take game number 1, even losing Showmaker there right at the end. They don't care. They just want the victory.
You know, if Vi goes in onto Guma, he gets knocked up, then you ult as well to chain the knock-up.
Gold card.
Like, how are you supposed to play the game? Things are so much worse for you than just giving away, however much gold and a little bit of XP to the people who kill you.
Yeah. I mean, you die, you lose some, but it's better than losing everything, I suppose.
Yeah, and it's just how broken early levels are. Zeus equal level with Kingin means he can kind of handle the matchup pretty okay. But Grubs will be started, and bot lane still going badly.
Yeah, well, we do have TF in this game, as now the handshake is pretty good, but Carry in a lot of trouble here as they're trying to trade it back is Guma, but his first blood going over to Zeri here, aiming, will pick up a big chunk of gold.
Because Showmaker had just hit 6, you could see that T1 didn't expect it, but also Guma didn't have his 6 yet. And that whole play goes completely differently if the Kalista has ultimate. I actually think they were just 2v3. Recently, in this series, he has looked in a complete other form. And both games now having, and I mean, I know it's on Renekton, which is a strong pick at the moment, but he's just been lane gapping Zeus.
Sometimes you just go for the gold card. As here,
going for the full commit.
Full committal from the side of DK, and everybody on the side of T1 very out of position here. They're trying to just focus down Guma. They're not quite able to. The bailout comes in. He is going to be res, but down he goes. The trade is good for DK. And now Owner, the flash not going to be good, but he is able to get in range of actually ulting over the wall. Meanwhile, aiming, trying to punish Keria.
Showmaker's like, I don't think you can. It's like, I got this. He doesn't have this.
Plated steel caps is all you need, right?
Yeah. That true damage coming in clutch from Faker.
Showmaker's like, I have that item. Didn't help me. But Kingin just able to see us on our turret. But meanwhile, T1, I mean, they get the Infernal Drake. It is a Ocean Soul that we do have coming in here.
And now with that pressure,
with
the reset from aiming, they're actually able to get this mid-tier 1, and we kind of saw how much they struggle.
Oh, the handshake. Okay, Lucid denied.
Push up. Now they're the ones who control this game as they need to be. You feel, and aiming will hit nothing. But a decent attempt. About 2,000 gold lead, Dragon up in about 1:50, and I think this is kind of the pace of the game you do want to be setting, but it is an Ocean Soul. Not the most impactful Soul, not as bad as Chemtech, but I think if D+ do end up having to let the Soul go, it's not the end of the world. But it's still difficult. Vi and Renekton against a Jax, and they will just take a tower for it instead.
They get one turret. Game has definitely slowed down from here. Back. It's like, no. That's my wave.
He demands third blue. Like the mid lane is like, no, I need it. He's like, no. It's mine.
T1 are getting a nice little push here. They did get the Rift Herald from earlier.
His Manamune and get a stack before this Dragon. They've got about 2 minutes. The flank engage.
Yeah, they're just sending it. The Vi ult right here on Aguma, who's in a lot of trouble, and Lucid is full health. He's able to get away. No, he goes down, actually. And now Guma super low, but it's actually aiming who gets taken out. The flank comes in from the side of DK, and it's going to backfire immediately. Kingin, though, going to pull the trigger. Takes out the Viego. And now this Krog is pretty huge, but is it going to matter? Doesn't look like it. Showmaker not able to do much. It's a big fight win for the side of T1, as it's only Kellen left, and eventually he will not be left.
He's got Flash, but I don't think that's going to help. Not if you're going that way. I think his goal is just, you should just die.
The turrets.
Oh, he can go through those turrets.
Yeah.
Find a lot of time.
You can eat the turret shots. You can shoot.
I think, honestly, the play might just be to give the kill over to... No, this is not a play.
They know he's there. I mean,
give the kill to Carrier. You could have just run under the tower and died, and Kerry would have been the only one with credit. But Uma, maybe they can find an angle for this. Aiming still hits his cleanse, and Showmaker's got Ghost with the Spellbook.
Look at the hostile takeover CD as well. You see Keria desperate to get that one up. It was so valuable in that last fight. And might just end up being a flip here. The Destiny comes in. And yeah, here comes Lucid, but it goes to Renekton. Kingen gonna pick that one up. And that will deny the Ocean Soul.
Just absurd that in a situation with a Kalista and 2 junglers, the Renekton manages to take the dragon. Again, no flash available for him.
Yeah, just gotta go in with the Q. They don't have much vision. Oh, the hostile takeover catches him. He's too late, and the pull comes back. T1, though, will pick up the Baron. Really on their terms here. Up against the Baron, as T1 are trying to push the top lane now. Owner a little bit behind the play, but now Kingen is going to be spotted by Owner, and Kingen is forced into the fight. TP coming in from Faker, but Owner is all alone. The Wild comes in with the flash, and Owner's just dead. Meanwhile now, the Lulu ultimate comes in, saves Showmaker, as we're getting pretty down and dirty with this one, I think, as now 5v4 here for the side of DK. As the gold card will come in on a Faker, bit of damage into Lucid. He's chunked out in an insane way. And now Showmaker just gonna ult away. Rest of the team trying to fight here. Amy just gonna get dunked on by the Jax. And not even Redemption will help him. Looks like Kellen, similar spot. Should be going down here eventually, you would imagine. Oh, the TP is going to deny it. And C1, yes.
Yes. The answer is yes. Not sure you have an answer to this one, Kellen. He's accepting his fate. Possess is stalling out the respawn for a little bit longer.
Harry kind of alone, but he does have his team coming on in with the TP. Lucid now is kind of alone, and he's now very alone in the Death Chamber. Actually, he's there with his buddies Renekton and Lulu. The C1 have really ripped this game open.
Yeah, just on the back of a few pretty fantastic plays, we've seen T1 really take control of this. There is Showmaker looking for an angle onto Faker. Faker is on vision, but he will scry up. He will see Showmaker coming. And in the meantime, T1 are making some headway bot lane. So maybe D+ probably want to defend this.
You know, I think that would probably be a good idea. T1 doesn't seem to care about the Renekton, who is alone, and do a ton of damage to him. But now TP is coming in, aiming, trying to have a little Zeri moment here at the end of this one as Guma is going to get knocked up. But there's the bailout. The Rend gets the kill, but down will go the Kalista anyway, as they're still pushing forward. It's an extra kill onto Kellen, and they're looking for a bit more. This Jax is huge, and so is the Viego. 5-0-4 right now for Zeus, and the game might just be over.
Yeah, it looks like the Jax nerfs didn't do anything to him. He has just been popping off after the laning phase in this one. Quiet game one, but he's found some momentum in this. I think, though, T1 not going to be able to end here. They're going to back off and look for Soul again. Maybe take a mid inhibitor turret, you know, on the way out. Why not? You know,
sure.
Treat yourself. But we'll exit now and look towards that Ocean Soul. So threatening, but D+ just not able to do enough. 10,000 gold down. Ocean Soul secured for T1, and they are pushing.
Kane just not here as well, and the damage from Faker is huge. Redemption utilized, but you've lost all 3 inhibitors, and it's going to be a very long while before they get those back as well. So just now sieging up in the base. They don't even need the Baron. Here comes a massive knockup, though, as DK trying to fight back. The cleanse comes in for aiming as he tries to carry this fight, but man, they're just so far ahead. The wallets are so heavy for the side of T1 that it doesn't seem to matter.
The Ocean Soul going to heal them up as well. If it wasn't a 10k gold lead, that would have been a sick play, but I don't think it's enough right now. A T1 just looking to end.
Doesn't look very likely. Aiming's kind of got to do it all by himself here, but the damage is being layered in. As a nice polymorph from Kellen, but that's just about it. As now Guma flashing forward. They will play with their food, they say, and they will take game number 2 and tie things up against T+Kia in the series.
Camille, you know, Camille, no, we've talked about this being a good matchup for Camille, but it's been such a long time since it's been consistently picked. But the dive threat from Camille via Ahri, the Jhin over the top, Aiming's going to have a rough time, and yet you look at the composition, right? Showmaker's about half HP. So even though he's coming over, I think they feel confident they can get this and disengage.
He's gonna get into the pit as now the engage comes in as that frontline owner very low, and he will eventually go down as they have to go super deep for this one. Showmaker though, so tanky, will live throughout it all, flashes away, and DK get the Drake as well, but the chase is on. Guma looking for more. Kellen in a lot of trouble. He's just gonna sacrifice himself for the trade. But DK, they get first blood and the Drake, so they should be happy with that. I think a big burst actually is. Man, if that was like a Mantra Q, maybe we're getting close. I think Lucio was probably fine anyway.
Yeah, I think it was okay. I do think we learned that. Oh.
That was point blank. I do not know how that missed. Good job by Guma, I guess, to sidestep that one.
Yeah, I think Guma boots of swiftness, and he also got the fleet footwork proc, I believe.
Yeah.
But quick moves, honestly. I think a lot of players would have had to ban flash there. I don't even think it was a bad attempt from aiming, just doesn't get there in time, sadly. His inner support, just like, I have to do it.
Yep. Well, we're trading plates here. Meanwhile, Zeus is mid. He's like, no, there's no point for me to be bot. Here comes an arrow. That is going to hit Faker here in mid, who is in a lot of trouble. Oh, he threads the needle, but Faker, he gets stuck, but he's still alive, and they turn it around. It's a 3v2, and that's a couple of kills for T1. You see Lucid very unhappy. Owner is, well, he's... Wait, how's he out? Wait, what? Throw out the heal earlier, so he didn't have it. And they're just going to give up that Drake over to the side.
Oh, he tries to go... He was going to go for the long-range boomerang where it like goes behind you.
Yeah.
That's a cute attempt.
Infernal Soul
is a big one. Impact is massive.
Yeah, it is huge. I mean, as long as you can hold on to them, especially as Jhin. All right, that's a fourth grub for T1, just like that. No committal, just long range.
Just trust in the steal, apparently. You know, we've seen some steals today. The Renekton Dragon steal with the auto was a pretty wild one.
The Maokai
that was
flash twisted advance past the Poppy.
That was a pretty good one, yeah.
Honestly, sounds pretty fun. I mean, anything you're doing with your buddies, generally a fun time. And we do have Faker trying to look for the play. That's another charm to land, but he is alone. Oh! And the handshake, Kellen says, sit down. No ulting in my face, and now we have a Jhin, and aiming is just, well, maybe dead. Trying to get the shutdown here at Owner. Yeah, he's dead. In the front line there is Ashe, not great, but now we got an R into the wall. And another handshake, and this time it's a root onto Sejuani. That's a double kill for Guma, who has insane value in this game on the Jhin. That's a third one for the side of T1. And T1 will continue to push.
Zeus still looking for more though. The root doesn't connect this time. And Zeus doing a lot of work with his Camille, but T1 in total, making it work even though Kellen had that masterful play. Make it 2 baits him in, just really nicely played. Now D+ trying to set up this Herald. But T1 have so many engage tools. They want to fight, they'll take it.
All right, comes down to Silas getting that one, as now Lucid in a lot of trouble. Isn't really that tanky just yet. Another huge handshake. Man, Kellen is just not missing. After a couple of weaker games, he is coming up big in Game 3 as here comes the Silas. I feel like Guma also is getting huge value on the Jhin. Here comes the ult. It's going to hit Faker. He's in a lot of trouble up against that Meganar, and DK turning it back in their favor.
Can Kellen miss? Honestly, this guy is so insane on this champion, I feel. We know why teams have been respecting it, but he's just putting on a masterclass. He saw carry in Game 2 and said, I'll do better. And he's really putting in the effort now. They know the threat of T1's compositions. They're not going to contest them on this Dragon. It's just the second one. They're fine with that. But they are going to push in and get some vision around this topside jungle. You see Faker playing very defensively. So if we do have one breaking out, could end up being impactful. You can see a ward placed down here by Carrier. We'll spot Kellen and aiming moving up. Faker should just be safe to take this tower. Another one in the bag for T1. Just pushing that gold a little bit by a little bit more in their favor.
He's coming on over here. He doesn't have his ult yet, but just the presence is enough. Zeus has to back away. They trade turrets. Lucid, but that is Camille. I mean, you can't get away from this. It's just Mininar, and he is very far away from the Mega. He's just dead. Arrow is going to hit. And nope, TP is coming in. I think DK just have to get out of there. Lucid's like, okay, never mind. Just going to take the Cinder and run away, but the ability to close the gap here from T1 is huge. The ult is going to miss, and another handshake is going to hit the front line, and this Renata gets so much value when everybody lines up for it. And T1 just don't have the chase ability after the fact, and they don't want to go into that choke.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a beautiful play from D+.
Actually, just going to Spirit Rush away. But now he's on the opposite side of the fight. So yes, he's okay, and he will live, but can T1 actually fight this one? As might just come down to a flip, and Oner is going to steal it away, but now Faker! Oh, he's going to get away with the Gnar into the wall. Down he goes as DK finally closes the gap, but now very low health bars here on the side of DK. In goes Zeus, and he just murders Showmaker. Down he will go, and Zeus is totally fine. They get in that backline. The Vi is able to lock down aiming, but he gets the reset. But look at the health bars and the chase potential of T1. They shut it down in a big way.
D+ not able to disengage. The Jin'll value is massive, and Guma's look at the fourth shot! He gets it in the bag. Dragon secured. Team fight win. Zeus gonna TP in for the Baron, and T1 getting everything they asked for out of this fight.
It's Tier 1.
This is a fine trade for
Objective
D+.
bounty.
Yeah. I think they're happy with this. The enemy team has Baron and trading is good. Now, it feels less good if you lose this inhibitor tower, which they might. The ult comes in.
Oh, the arrow, it's gonna immediately get McHale's, but the front line here, Zeus, surprisingly tanky. He's got a lot of shielding too from the Karma, who's had a good game, obviously. Yeah.
That burst damage, very severe. And D+ have to find a way to navigate this from a deficit. I will say, if you look at the inventories of T1, Guma close to an IE, but not there yet. Zeus close to a GA, not there yet. There's a lot of big breakpoints T1 are about to hit, but they haven't. And I think because of that, D+ have maybe a little bit of a better chance than the goal suggests, but definitely still in a deficit.
Yeah, and it might just come down to how this is engaged. It looks like Zeus is out here. As, of course, we had the information that that recall was about to finish.
Got the GA as well, that's actually massive.
Yep.
Needs to be so reckless with his dives to set up the plays. You see D+, because they moved down towards Zeus, they lost control over this area near the banana brush. And Zeus is looking to threaten on this flank.
Yeah. T1 also, they're not even fully engaging, but Guma with shields can just walk up to people and just shoot them. That's going to be a cleanse, though. Early on here, Guma is taking a bit of damage as well. Not the cleanest amount of poke, and here comes Faker on the flank. All the way around, looking for Showmaker, who is pretty low. The Jhin ultimate going to be utilized. They try to clump up here, but that's Infernal Soul. And Lucid, he needs to get in. It's not going to happen. It just goes over to T1. As, okay, Infernal Soul now for the side of T1, and they want to take a fight.
Kingin has no Mega Bar. He has to try and stack it quickly, but they're all so low.
Oh man, they're all up against the wall as well. The Tarm is going to miss, so does the Jhin root. Oner goes in first, but he is looking for that backline, aiming in a bit of trouble as the Renata ultimate does get some value, but man, the low health bars are insane as the damage from T1 is out of control. Aiming finally gets taken out. It's a triple for Guma, and that might just do it as T1 are pushing the bottom lane.
We saw the Jhin just not able to do the damage in that game one, but Guma makes it work here. They corral D+ in, they cut them down, and they're able to get the win. The upset here, D+ had such a fantastic season, will go down to T1 on their upswing towards playoffs.
That's T1, man. Sometimes they're just inevitable, and they play the better series tonight. As we got 5 seconds until Renata, it's not looking good for DK to have a chance to stop this push, and in fact, T1 will end the game right here, right now, right at the 30-minute mark. T1 take the series, as he said it, on their upswing towards playoffs, and Guma, what a...
These are the best highlights from today's 2024 LCK Summer Split matchup.
I even want to leave.
He's like, I win these.
Yeah, I'm happy exactly where I am.
He has like no health, no mana, and Italy has double buff. He's like, nah, I win these. Easy.
Yeah. And now Delight looking for... They could just dive him.
Yeah, I mean, flash over the wall. There it is. Ignite. Easiest first blood of your life. Delight is not even in any trouble. Super clean. And gets Zeka first blood. In fact, everybody is grouping up for it except Doran, but neither of the top laners have TP.
This is the nice thing about Jungle Shyvana, though, because... Oh, Pyosik?
This is just on vision. Pyosik, they're not going to extend for that. The Ornn ultimate doesn't get much, but look at the wall. The Peanut level 6 spike does insane damage, but the spear is going to hit Relight, and he will go down as now Beryl in a rough spot here. He will be taken down, but look at the health bars. Oh, another spear. This one to hit Zeka. Pyosik says, I don't need any CC. Who needs that? The flash of the wall does nothing, but Viper trades it back. 1-for-1, and Peanut, he's so low, he's going to be denied the Drake. As now Viper also going to flash and die immediately. and it's a Drake over to KT.
Man, that is I would cry after that if I was Peanut. Devastating loss there for the side of Honor Life.
It changes the entire framework of how this game is going to play out for him. Although right as I say that, the culling, it's almost like a bait culling, but Zeka is he's going to live. Oh, the rocket gets him. Oh man, and now we have a fight down in bot as Viper just, well, he's going to walk in a straight line.
Yeah, that was a zoning ult from Barrel, you know.
Yeah. But you can still do the grubs really, really, really fast.
Yeah, and obviously when you auto in the dragon form, you keep the dragon form going, so the goal is just to chain it as long as possible.
One out, and he's just going to end up trading flashes. Honestly, not that bad. A little flash in here on a Pioshik, who is in Italy, but is in a lot of trouble. Already taking a bunch. Tries to heal, tries to survive, can't get over the wall. Now Peanut getting aggressive, extending that dragon form, and can't really get away from him, but they're just going to turn and fight, and Peanut just dies as everybody just turns and begins to fire into him. Perfect also TPing into this one, and Viper, there's nowhere for him to go. It's just another kill fed over to BDD on this Corki. Like, they dealt with the Renekton. Renekton doesn't really do anything, so I think Doran staying there is actually the correct call.
Peanut planned for this though, right? Because the fight happened, the reset came in. Tower as well in the second will be the first of the game. We'll see actually, Death's moved down. The Light's there to defend. Oh, it's gone, yeah. First tower of the game, big influx of gold for BDD, who didn't really need a big influx of gold.
Yeah.
Already doing pretty good. So a very fed Corki right now, and Herald gonna be secured.
A little awkward there.
Well,
and
I might not be.
Yeah,
you know what? I'm going to say some of the Heralds we've had in the LCK, they're possibly better off, I would say.
Yeah.
You know, they got the XP left alone. He TP's in to cover his teammate, and his teammate just dips.
Well, Barrel's going to throw an ult in just for good measure.
He is tanky, but he doesn't want to step up there. So it's going to be a trade of turrets. And it looks like on the bot side, BDD will get more gold.
Yeah, he definitely needs more. He already has a lot, but I think he needs more.
Kill it.
Yeah, it is just one. Yeah, imagine if he didn't have Edge of Night.
He would have a lot less health.
Yeah, he'd be in a lot of trouble. Look at this TP right now. Way behind. Barrel's going to go in, and the massive Rel ultimate on top of 3 of them, but the Light is going to follow up. The follow-up here from the rest of the team is just non-existent, and Perfect goes in and just decimates that front line. Doran super low is also going to be taken down. Zeka on the run. There's just no hope for him. He's going to try to kite it out. Peanut's like, man, why'd you bring him to me?
Yeah, Peanut trying to get the recall. BDD has so much damage. I think he can just, yeah,
he's dead. And that is just a clean ace. KT just absolutely demolished them.
Absolutely annihilated them, didn't he? And then nothing happened in the aftermath. We'll see the replay. That one didn't do that much damage. I'm not sure why.
Okay.
Oh, it missed, yeah.
It's not that easy to miss, honestly.
It's like Karma Man for you.
Oh, Zeka. Yeah, he's going to have to flash. He also roots Peanut and just dies. And KT are just rolling them. It's just not even close at all. They're just rolling over them. It's 2 kills for free. And the world is their oyster. They can do whatever they want.
I mean, I just feel like this is such a KT thing just to win in this decisive fashion. Now, Delight's trying to approach and get space for Peanut. Peanut nearly has ult, but not quite there.
The Light is so low, and yeah, he's just going to get locked down. I mean, they stopped the Baron. 10 Deft is just escorting the Dragon away from the pit. And that Boomerang is also going to miss. Now they're looking to turn. A little bit of a messy turn. Not really going to find anyone, but now finally Perfect is going to find that front line. Zeka will go down. And they're just collecting kills. They're just doing it again and again and again. And Hololive Esports can't do anything about it.
Okay. Peanut, fire another one.
Well, he dashed away that time.
No, he did dash away. I'm not blaming Peanut. It's just, I feel like so much of this comp is weighing around the Shyvana do meaningful damage, but she just isn't able to consistently land them because of ability. And in that land, they're just healed.
Yeah.
Like, Peanut's like, I need to get ult back. I need to get ult. You're so far away. His flash is coming up.
I feel like I'm watching an Olaf from behind. He's just like running around, like throwing axes, but they don't actually hit anything, and he just doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
you know?
He's pretty close now.
But he farms really fast.
Yeah.
Well, BDD, okay, I don't know what that was, but he's dead. Now the turn is going to come in. Massive shutdown for, well,
Yoshik's
Relight.
stuck in the pit.
Yeah.
Wait, they're actually throwing!
They're actually... What? I can't even believe it! What is happening here? What? Barrel's just dead! Okay, now HoloLife Esports are going to start the Baron.
Okay, this is definitely not Gen G vs HoloLife Esports. What is... Well, just when KT look unstoppable, the perfect team, they find a way to throw it all away, and now they lose Baron.
All right,
and then Yoshi just finishes them off. Okay, not great. And then Doran does end up going down here. It looks really bad.
No.
There's not some well, let's move to the next fight, whatever.
Okay, that didn't happen, but the gold is relatively even now. Weird. Doran just took an insane amount of damage from a spear. And, I mean, it kind of looks like KT are in an okay spot. A lot of poke goes into Pyosik, though. Okay. Shyvana finally doing something. Goes in the pit, nearly dies. Here comes the Gnar. What? Oh, my God! Somebody stop this madness! Perfect is going in, and now he's going out. Here comes Viper. Wait, what are you doing? Viper's dead. Zeka's dead. No, yeah, he's dead. Okay. Delight? No, he's also dead. Okay, KT, they get the dragon, and now I guess they're fine.
Yeah, very convincing team fight from KT. Felt like they were really controlled. You know, HoloLife Esports put up a good fight, but it just felt like KT were that edge above, you know. I'm not sure I can really pinpoint any moments.
Yeah.
That could have gone better. Yeah, it just feels like two teams playing things almost perfectly, but KT a little bit more perfect.
Just honestly, pristine gaming.
The sad thing is they don't end. A lot of stacks, you know. Sometimes we see these centers just not even get close to the number that is worth having like a fasting center, but 110 already with rapid fire cannon, he is not going to be easy to deal with. The Jack, you know the name of the Jack Show, the ornamented one?
Honestly, I don't know. Doran's dead though. He's just over here dying. I don't really know why, but I guess he just jumped into the jungle and now we got a TP
flank from Beryl. They knew Peanut would be farming.
Yeah.
Can't resist it.
Well, he is gonna ult over the wall. Nice cancel there, but the flash shot in from Beryl. Knockup comes in, and the Shyvana is just not tanky. And BDD now on 12 kills.
Beryl just decided Peanut was gonna die. Far ahead. This feels...
They're just gonna push mid.
That's a smart strategy.
Look at the positioning of the HoloLife Esports members. Doran might just die. Okay, gets the Sterix proc. Now BDD is fine as well.
Viper is...
Pyosik. Yeah, he's in a bit of trouble. Took an auto there from... yeah, now Viper's got to go for his own ult, and he does have Doran coming up, and can they actually kill Viper here? Another knockup comes in, and Gnar doesn't have much healing, but the flash shot over the wall, they do take down Viper, and he will go down. Meanwhile, Zeka's killing a ward, and tripped over his shoelaces there, so he goes down, and the game ended.
Yes, it did. KT, even they cannot throw from this point of the game. Perfect is just hanging about with Doran.
Oh.
Yep, they're just having a little hangout.
Oh, the game ended.
Game ended.
31 and a half minutes. GG.
I think lane matchups, KT's really good with across the board, but if it gets to the 5v5s, you know, the Maokai ult's a lot of control. They got the Bruisers playing the front line. Ziggs can throw those bombs out on top. And a lot of KT is squishy.
Pyosik should just be able to get first move on all the grubs, especially the first one.
You know, I think he can get first move on everything.
Yes.
He is clearing very quickly.
He's into Maokai, and that Maokai also just flashed, and all of Maokai's lanes are losing. Or at least they're being pushed in.
They're being pushed in.
Yeah. They're
Viper's
not
doing okay.
technically losing. Losing's the wrong word.
Yeah. Topside, but it's just going to be a 2-for-0 in terms of objectives. The light says, get out of here. But yeah, this is just advantage KT. Not really much coming from it, but this is just kind of the pace that a Zyra can set in the jungle against anyone who basically isn't like a Nidalee.
Yeah. Zeka is going to hop away. Does have his flashback on a bit of a long gambit in the enemy jungle here. He is going to be spotted and pushed out. All the vision cleared by Beryl and Pyosik going in together. And in fact, KT are not really in position to go for these. They might push in as the one was taken. Now the TP is going to come in as Perfect does get turned onto here. He does go and get exhausted by himself, but finally we have the Ziggs ultimate on top as it does take him down and does get a grub, but the rest of the fight is looking good for the side of KT. Is BDD going to dash on forward, but now Barrel is pretty low. In comes Zeka, but now on the SMM right on top of everybody in that front line. Here's Viper as Ziggs gonna flash in and just die. And now Peanut trying to go down here as well. He's gonna get rooted actually. A Q comes down and Pyosik gets blocked by the minions.
Oh, but he can just put a plant down and it'll kill him.
Oh!
No, the plant's trolling.
Not quite. Yeah.
Doran's here. Deck has flash.
Oh, dodges the boomerang. There's a chance here for him to get out with his flash intact. Actually gonna try to fight, and then he flashes, and then he dies. Doran, though, will go down. So a trade here, as Def does trade everything with Doran.
Very fortunately for him, it didn't. And now, KT kind of just continuing the monopoly and objectives.
Oh,
Hextech with that comp.
Still, I mean, if HomeLife Esports begin to fight back, could go the other way, as now Pyosik going to get engaged on by kind of everything from the two tanks, as now the Ziggs ult comes in, but another one from Barrel just to try to zone Zeka away. So many low health bars, BDD tries to get in there, and now it's actually HomeLife Esports that have to run away. Barrel is going to get that engage and lands the stun onto Zeka and will unlock that kill for BDD.
Such a scrappy fight there, but the damage just wasn't there. Zeka was trying to solo kill BDD, but just couldn't do it. And then there was just two tanks running at a Zyra. That doesn't work. BDD is now 5-1 on the Lucian. You can't tango with him.
Looks familiar, doesn't it? Anyone remember game one?
No. Don't try and make
I don't, sorry.
Yeah. I'd rather forget. But BDD having a pretty good one. And Pyosik, the value he's getting on the Zyra is actually pretty absurd. HLE just kind of keep playing into it. And we'll see a replay of how this panned out. But yeah, so Peanut's like, I've got Pyosik. I need help. Delight's like, I'm coming. But Zeka's busy. And then the Ziggs ult comes in, but the center doesn't hit them. And also, he's not got that much damage yet at fighting this.
And in live, Delight has found another member. This time, this looks much better. Life Esports Perfect might consider flashing, but I think at this point, just accept your fate and go down. Again, nobody can really challenge him. But the first turret blood did go to HomeLife Esports.
I wonder if Viper just goes, I don't think they could do enough to push Deft out of mid lane as a problem. Now he has his Bloodthirster. He is very difficult. Herald with Ziggs, very powerful. At just getting it to the execute range. So they'll secure that. Likely we'll see that used in the mid lane later. For now, Zeka gonna clear out this wave.
Is the Hextech Soul Point Drake for KT.
Yeah. We'll see what angle they approach here. Both teams, no one really has a flank right now.
Yeah, just straight up, good old 5-on-5. The poke's coming in. The angle here, pretty good. As now our ultimate into the wall is huge, but now the MF and Kennen on top of each other, but the exhaust comes in into light with the three-man follow-up is huge. But do they have the damage? The Dragon will go over to HomeLife Esports as Deft full health. But you see that Perfect's just going to be melted there by the Ziggs at the end, so a big fight here for HomeLife Esports.
Just, if you want it so bad, I don't think they have the fastest Baron.
A good idea.
But they just burn TPs, so I'm not sure they can get there in time. Viper, you need to hit the Baron.
This is very slow. I mean, they're maybe gonna get it.
Naganow's there to zone. Just go. DPS and Baron. DPS and Baron. They can get it.
Okay, yep, they'll get it. KT just gonna let it happen. They say, all right, you got it. It's fast enough. And all right, trade of one Hextech Drake for a Baron here for HomeLife Esports, who are hoping to push with this. Seeing this outer turret, they're just gonna let that one go. Viper just gonna auto that one. Save his satchel just in case, or for the next turret if they can push into this one, which they should be able to. We'll see if KT wants to go for any crazy fights or any engages just to try to stop HomeLife Esports from taking everything for free. There is a flank ward.
Yeah, but there's a lot of decent flank wards, honestly, that KT have managed to place down. I mean, part of the fact is another wave coming in a second. They should just be able to get this. It's basically like an auto and a W from Viper. It's gone.
Yep. There is the auto, and there's the, there's a Maokai ultimate coming out, and a massive Ziggs ult right onto that front line. Pyosik super low, but he doesn't die, and Doran is going to get sucked in and taken down, and that will end the Baron push.
And they have to secure that.
Is Peanut okay? a lot of pings coming down, and here comes Perfect and the TP. They're gonna find him in the Krugs, and he had seemingly no idea. Just ran right by Barrel, I believe. And now we got a little push coming in from KT.
Wave not so big, and Ziggs has ult, so he could just ult this wave to try and deny it, but it looks like
There it is.
not going to do enough. They're just going to take that tier 2. So overall, you know, Baron was secured for HLE. Looks like there'll be an answer for this tier 2 in the mid lane. Gold lead 3,500. It's still solid for HLE, but just trying to cover it. And it all comes down to this. If KT get the Dragon and HonorLife Esports cannot end, HonorLife Esports could be in a rough spot.
Flipping this is so risky too. Pyosik, he's got the Banshees. He can just get in, but he's just not going to. Just gonna let that one go, as the call is not to fight for it, as BDD is nearly dead and is just gonna get killed by Zeka. And the blast away there, Perfect's ult hits nothing, and the MF is all alone. Does kill Viper, Death surviving for surprisingly long. Zeka will go down, and all of a sudden a very split up, messy fight.
Ult's Perfect away, and then we cut it before his terrible follow-up play.
Yeah, this is a bit rough rather, Pyosik alone, but he's so tanky actually against Peanut and Delight, and now Barrel's all alone, dying a Doran here as well.
Oh, the Baron?
The Baron's gonna hunt him down. It's sniping him. Yep, that's... What? I guess it hit someone else.
The Baron held back.
All right, little dodge there. Little gallop. Okay, no, he's dead.
I don't even know how that happened,
and that's a Baron, just like that. So it looks just really weird, but it's really big.
Are winning this game, but they are not particularly inspiring confidence in the way they're doing it. They have a Ziggs though, easy tower takes. They're gonna keep pushing in. KT respawn though, and Tristana and Maokai aren't there, so I think maybe they should just disengage. Definitely disengage.
Yeah.
After this one.
Sweating, just...
Come on, it's
oh, Doran! Oh no, Doran in a lot of trouble, but he has Sterix, and I think he just gets away. Meanwhile, HonorLife Esports are just pushing out trade of flashes here, or rather a dash for a flash, and now we got a big ult, and BDD nearly dies. He didn't have another dash after that one. Meanwhile, Barrel gonna find and engage, and there you go. The MF ult's gonna be thrown on top. Delight, he's got flash. He says, nah, not worth it. As TP, and Peanut's not gonna follow that one.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. You know? It's like, I'll defend, I got this, right? And then, actually, it's not super minions at the bottom. They're coming later, but either way, HLE now defending mid. You know, they lost that last engagement, apparently. KT found a nice engage, or whatever it's called. He's got the shield, it's still there. We do see the TP come in from Perfect, but it's not really on a flank angle. And now Delight looking for the blast cone engage angle. Let's see what he can do.
If he goes left, he might find it. Barrel's looking for the engage himself. That's only Peanut. That gets it! It only gets Peanut, but now, yes, they get the Drake, but they're just so dead. They're so out of position. Doran again, another big Gnar ult, and that might just do it. Hex Tech Soul, I don't think it's going to be enough to allow Perfect to solo clear the waves and stop the game from ending.
He's still got ult and flash, but I don't think it's going to make a difference here. HLE cleaned up the fight. But he... Oh, yeah, Perfect. Can't do anything.
He should try.
Just get your damage numbers up.
Right? I mean... Like,
you have Zhonya's. Convince them, bait them to dive you.
Press the buttons. Okay, well, they're actually diving him. Delight's dead. Yeah, this is just about the perfect way to finish game 2. Unremarkable, really.
I feel like it's unfair to ask me to judge the drafts because I just see Shyvana and I see Peanut's name underneath, and I feel uncomfortable. Now he's like, it's go time. I'm ready to rumble.
Here we go. Pyosik very far behind on CS, but he is Ivern. Here comes Peanut. Over the wall looking for the E. He's going to hit this one, but there is an Ivern there.
Okay.
So
Shyvana, yet to be convinced. Still needs work. I haven't seen anything that's changed my opinion yet.
I think it's going to look great from ahead, but I don't know if they get ahead. This, ooh, the flash root is going to come in, and that's going to mean Perfect can just hop on in, but do they have the damage? One more auto would do it. There you go. First blood given over to Perfect. I was just about to say that Doran really needs help on his counter-pick Aatrox into Gnar.
Yeah.
And yet he's the first one to go down.
It's actually perfect timing as well. I need to stop saying that. Perfect timing, because Perfect, he went to mini just as when they needed a bit more damage to finish off, was able to proc the passive, the hyper.
Oh, this time he's just going to flash insta-cleanse from Viper.
Yep.
And the headbutt comes in. Meanwhile, just an ult for good measure. Some of the pressure away from Doran, who is really struggling from that nice gank from Pyosik. But as you mentioned, the Dragon goes the way of KT. It's an early Ocean Drake, which is going to feel very nice. Help to solidify some of those lane leads they already have. And it's also going to deny it from Shyvana.
Yeah, that's the main thing. You know, the compulsion Shyvana players have to do Dragon. Peanut is fighting it off with his life in this one.
Yeah.
Ocean, Chemtech, phase 2 Dragons. You know.
Meanwhile, yeah, Barrel's in here. Doran in a bit of, actually a lot of trouble. He does have flash.
Peanut's like, I'm doing Grump.
Yeah.
Handle it on your own.
He threw an E there. Okay, he's helping. Wait, no. Okay, perfect. Just going to take that kill. And honestly, there wasn't much that perfect, or rather, Peanut could do. They're trying to get the return kill here on BDD as over the wall goes to Light, but a very nice angle here taken by BDD towards his teammates.
Yeah, Barrier and Flash, but it's okay.
He is Jhin, so I understand the propensity to think that you're always dying. So he does just barrier and flash away. Meanwhile, KT are getting big value in the bottom lane.
Yeah, Grub's in favor of Fun Life Esports, but they are losing some plates bot. Not enough, and Delight will come here to mitigate. So it looks like overall, HLE having a pretty good time. You can see Has on the other side.
Unbreakable Will, gone. There's a Leona nearby. Beryl really wants to punish this. Zeka is going to go ahead and just buffer away.
Yeah. But as I was saying, when Ivan has a redemption, you know, the poke definitely might not hit as hard.
You know why Brand is also better than Shyvana?
Why?
Because you just build Oblivion Orb and it stays on them for about 8 years.
That is true.
So when you're trying to hit a redemption, it's like, well, okay, there's still anti-healing on him.
3 armor and 80 MR.
Spotted.
And then watch, it's about to happen. Are you ready?
Strong is so dialed in too.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
+5, baby.
+5?
+5 in... By the way, it's not +5 to just one of them. +5 to both armor and MR.
Oh, he almost broke the shield.
Well, there was a second shield.
He almost did it.
Yeah. See the Shyvana have an impact and carry? I think Peanuts is cooked. Well, not Peanuts cooked, but the pick is cooked for Peanut.
Yeah.
There's no other way to spin it. Into you. They're just both waiting. Oh,
perfect counter. Okay, we're just going to hop into the enemy team, but it is Meganar. That's only an ult on a Peanut. That's not great. He's just going to flash away and wait for it. Huge. Going to knock on a depth. Oh, he's dead. Down will go Peanut, and Delight also going to go in, but Perfect pretty low. Doesn't matter. Redemption comes in, and now Doran on this Aatrox trying to do some damage. He is in that front line, but a couple of kills now for Deft, who is just untouched in this fight, and now Doran finally goes down. And the ult is going to be utilized. Nice cleanse on the slow here from Viper to get him away, but that's a one fight to KT Rolster.
I think it's pretty clear both of the junglers had some impact in that fight, but one had a lot more than the other, and it wasn't the one with 213 CS. The Moonstone Redemption value there absolutely massive for KT. They managed to hang through and clean up, and now second Dragon going over to them. It's only a slight goal lead for KT. They definitely don't have a significant enough lead to start at Baron, but they will anyway.
Oh, the root here. Oh no, Zeka. He is just Omega caught, and down he will go.
I think that's enough. That's enough for you to start at Baron.
Yeah.
We see Delight has no ult, remember, but he is trying to find an angle on the flank. Peanut has his ult. This is the time. They're all in the pit. This is perfect Shyvana angle.
There's just no way. I mean, KT, like, yeah, they'd like to group around these rushes, but they've got them split up. Perfect is going to get engaged on, and now we got the Wombo combo coming in. Pyosik goes down, but so does Doran immediately. And Viper's dead. And in the 5v4, it's looking pretty good for the side of KT as Def gets away from the Dragon. He lands the shot on the Peanut, keeps him slowed. Will miss the fourth shot, but Perfect will get the job done, and that is only Delight left up. As KT Rolster, they say, we don't need the Baron. We'll just take the fight.
Yep, they'll just pick up Delight on the back end. They can't really do Baron right now with Pyosik dead. They'll just chase down the Alistar. Delight, not much you can do.
Oh, BDD!
BDD can get the kill. Woohoo! About the poke, right, the Shyvana?
Doing Baron.
But that engage looked huge value, and they killed one person.
Yeah, I mean, they were down a member. They didn't have their Tristana, which certainly did make a big impact, but it still means that KT Rolster will move ahead. And,
oh, look at that from Peanut. No, not convinced still.
yeah, again, the issue is like, okay, you're not really breaking into these brushes very well.
Yeah, you're not really doing that much damage. The shielding is there. He went double Amped Home. I feel like an Oblivion Orb would have been a decent buy, because with Leandries, you keep it applied for a while.
But they... Okay, Peanut's going to kill a ward. Meanwhile, the mid-tier 2 is going down. I'm not sure if they would have been able to really stop that.
Yeah, top tier 2 probably going to go down in a second as well. It's very low.
All right, here comes KT Rolster. They're going to move into the jungle. That's another root from Deathman. He's just not missing. And now he's going to open up here on a Delight who's getting slowed. And yeah, he's not taking damage, but he might be forced to flash away here as the fourth shot. He curves it around Doran. And Delight doesn't even bother to flash it.
Yeah, Delight to support. No one blocks for him. Just let him go down. That fourth shot basically slides to everyone to hit him. Pretty clean shot on goal. Top tier 2 does go down to the Corki, and yeah, it was a zoning redemption.
Oh no! Wait.
Oh
wait, what? Peanut. Yeah, no, he's just dead. He didn't have any vision. He's like, no, I gotta do the Raptors again. He's addicted to farming.
He's 252 CS for this.
Oh, that's going to be a very nice engage here from the side of Barrel. This is why this Leona is so good into MF. You can immediately just pull the trigger, and there's not much that Viper can do as Zeka has to hop away. And do they just end the game here?
Yes, please. Seen enough Shyvana for the whole split. I think at this point, you realize the plant lady's just better.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Peanut ulted. Is he even going to ult? No, he doesn't even get a chance to ult away. It just gets even more sad. I thought we were done. No.
Oh, man.
Yeah. You can see Peanut, he had a very sheepish grin. I mean,
maybe if Peanut had another dragon, maybe if it was 10 armor and MR, you know? Potentially.
Well, other numbers, it's 2 Barons for KT. And it's about to be 3 Infernal Drakes, which will equal an Infernal Soul.
Out?
Yeah, he's had enough.
I think they've all had enough. Oh, man. I will not hold my breath.
Well, they have decent wave clear with Shyvana and MF. I feel like they should try to make some sort of...
That's what Shyvana does.
And Death's just going to open up on the curtain call and just try to use it to zone here. Will he hit? Yeah, he will. Peanut is very squishy.
That does a lot more damage than Peanut's Fire Breath. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah, they're like 70% HP. Uh-oh. Wait, it's that redemption item. Oh, wait, no. Man, no.
They're all healed.
Unlucky.
Uh-oh, Viper. Oh, he has to flash. And the flash on in from Doran just to add insult to injury. They get in the backline, does Barrel. And the wallets are just so heavy that, yes, Perfect is going to go down, but it doesn't matter because BDE is just critting people to death, looking for the Penta, and he will get it in Game 3 as KT Rolster will upset Humble Life Esports today.
These were some of the best highlights from today's 2024 LCK Summer Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.